Hi there, it's
Nice.
Abba, Mahdi, Maitreya, Vishnu, Soshient, and Mashiach, and all the rest of them, Ahmed, and all the rest of them. I'm here with David, my friend, my best buddy these days. You know, we keep in touch quite a lot, and we discuss deep issues. How you doing, Dave?
Good. How are you, Brian?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Tell me,
Nice.
you started off. I told you what I want to talk about. You go ahead and tell me your perspective first.
Yeah. So about the topic on schizophrenia and spirituality, when I first heard about psychosis years and years ago, I was very curious about it to see how maybe it affects me or other people or what the solution might be or what it is. And one of the first websites that popped up was that if somebody has psychosis, they have a deeper connection to the spiritual realm. And they say like shamans also have some type of form of psychosis,
Mhm,
possibly.
mhm. As soon as you start thinking about God, the omnipresent spirit, you get connected, you get hooked up. You don't need any ayahuasca or and any of those tricks that they talk about, you know?
Right, that's true. I mean, I'm happy living without alcohol, without drugs, without a lot of the vices pretty much. And even to reach spiritual like bliss, I think it's almost necessary to avoid those vices to reach equilibrium in the body and the mind and the spirit.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You're moving towards my side of the lane, my side of the street, my side of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So there's no argument from me over that. I mean, it's all true, and the psychiatrists are out to lunch, right?
Well, I mean, they do give the same advice my family gives me and the same advice that I'm starting to learn now for myself. It took me a long time for me to learn it, but I notice differences in my thinking and my mood, the way I feel when I touch a little bit of alcohol, or even if I smoke a cigarette, it'll make me feel funny for the day or for a few hours at least, or an hour for sure. And
Mhm.
right away I'll feel the difference. And these things, I guess, aren't so helpful for maybe a lot of people who have mental health.
Mhm.
So the
Well,
doctor's good point.
yeah, well, I mean, is let's face it, it's not really a mental health in some cases. I mean, a lot of people push it too far. Some of the patients, they get into an entanglement because it's their fault. My case,
Right,
in my case, it wasn't my fault. I just came up with a business idea, and all
right.
of, and all of a sudden, attacks started being mounted against me. I
Hmm.
mean, I was being cut with swords, spiritual swords. I could feel it in my brain and my body.
Right.
Yeah, I was being choked, actually choked. I couldn't breathe. You know, I
Wow.
I ran outside my mom's house in Richmond Hill and went to the corner store because our phone was down too, just to use their phone to call the police. They called the
Wow.
police. I didn't know what was going on. Is it aliens? Do they have a machine that does it? My mind was going a million different places, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a cop came and said, go talk to your doctor about it.
Right. Of
Yeah.
course.
I said, I'm being choked. I think it's aliens or something. Do you have a machine to, stop them from doing this to me?
Yeah.
And he said, go talk to your doctor. Very sternly, very seriously.
I could hear a lot of officers of the law would give that kind of recommendation in that kind of
Yeah,
situation.
the establishment concurs on this, that anybody who suffers some kind of phenomenon, they're sick. But they didn't know that it wasn't true in my case.
Right.
My case got mishandled.
Yeah. A lot of people have experienced they experience phenomenon like that, whether UFOs or ghosts or spiritual.
Yeah,
attacks even, and ghost attacks and UFO abductions and all those kinds of things, and seeing monsters in lakes or forests
yeah,
and
yeah, exactly.
a lot of people, some of them at least, I'd imagine, wouldn't ever even tell their own family or people they trust about it, because they wouldn't want to be maybe labeled in a wrong way or
Yeah,
judged.
I mean, there's no time. Things move on so fast
Yeah,
that you don't have time to discuss it with your friends and family. You know,
yeah,
your mind is in tandem with the spirit and all the entities that you're involved with. Things are happening so fast that you don't honestly have time to discuss all the details. I mean,
true.
the spirit does that. You have to spend 2 hours to explain what happened, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and even if you say it in 5 seconds or 2 seconds, if you say, "Oh, I felt like I was being strangled and I didn't know no one was there," and they still wouldn't understand sometimes, whether you
exactly.
explain it or not, right? So
Exactly, yeah. I I was David, I was before talking to you, I was looking desperately for somebody who would understand me and be willing to discuss these things. And
sure,
I found that person in you.
thank you so much.
I really appreciate it, man. You have no idea what a big uh back support you are for me, you know?
A relief, a support,
Yeah, yeah,
helping hand. Thank you,
exactly.
you too, buddy. I really appreciate your friendship as well in a lot of different ways.
Thank you.
You're
I'm
kind, you're generous,
you
you're
know,
well spoken.
I was a bit ago, like years ago, decades ago, I was in the position of needing these medications too.
Right.
I know what you're going through.
Thank you.
The power of suggestion makes the medication work.
Sure.
But I've gone over the bridge and destroyed the bridge behind myself.
Yeah.
I haven't left that option open to me anymore.
Oh,
I 100% rely on prayers.
right.
Yeah, prayers for that kind of help, that kind of assistance.
Yeah.
It works much better than medicine, you know?
And if you can find something to help you counteract the side effects, that would be wonderful. It would be like, because I wish the medicine can work where
Yeah.
it does the job without like having half a dozen side effects that are a little bit detrimental, or
Yeah,
one
man. I'm
side
worried. I'm
effect,
worried about growing boobs. I'm worried about
yeah, the
my
hormones
eyes going blind, you know?
and hair loss and hair growth
Yeah,
in places to grow,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
dry skin in places it shouldn't be dry. And
We're on the same med, you know. We should.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Um,
my God.
but it's funny you made the point though. When we don't fight the medicine, it works better. Like when you cross that bridge.
Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. 100%. Power of suggestion works. And
Yeah,
and and you know what? The all that ceremonies that pharmaceutical companies go through is like a religious ritual of some sort, you know?
it could
They
be. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
they arrange studies and they do double blind tests, you know. Not double blind
Yeah,
tests. How can double blind tests work in the presence of a spirit? Everything is people get tipped off. This is chalk you're taking. This is the real medicine you're taking.
yeah,
They know subconsciously they know what they're taking.
yeah. There was a study. I heard it on the radio, on FM radio here in the
Uh-huh.
Toronto area in Ontario,
Mm.
and and it was on Zoomer Radio, I believe, and they said on AM 740, they said there was a test done where 2/3 of people who took placebo, like fake antidepressant pills, felt better just by taking sugar pills or starch.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, my point exactly. Everything is suggestion. In the Bible, it says God separated darkness from the light, you know? He created light, And then he separated by just suggesting it because, he was the only one around,
Yeah.
Yeah, he suggested everything into existence.
It just starts with a or intention or a word or an action, even a frequency, even a feeling.
Yeah,
That's how powerful we are. That's how sensitive we are. That's how everything works in the world. It just starts with the smallest things and then our focus, our motivation, those things.
exactly, Dave, exactly. How long do you want the video to be?
I don't know, what's it been, like 5 or 10 minutes already?
Yeah,
You want to do like a 10 or a 15-minute video or something? Or what were you thinking?
sure. Yeah, 10 minutes is good. 10, 15. Oh,
Okay, I gotta fly.
it's a bee.
Be
Wasp.
careful because if you
Yeah.
miss them, they won't miss you. It's better to let them be.
It was coming too close for comfort.
Yeah,
I got reactive.
even to the point where I'm afraid of getting stung. I don't let them. I don't touch them even when they land on me, because I know
Really?
if they land on me, they're not gonna sting me. They never have. But if I show any form of like defense or offense or being scared or angry at them, then they'll attack. One
Hmm.
on the bus, and there was this bee, and it sat on the seat, and this lady was gonna sit down with a bosom. I was lucky the bee flew away because then she would have screamed, ah! Oh man.
By the way, who's your doctor now? Is it a female or is it a male?
I don't even have a doctor anymore. I'm
You,
still looking for a new doctor.
you've kind of been let go. It looks like you're going to a clinic
Yeah,
for your injections. Are you still
since
on a
COVID.
CTO?
Yeah, since COVID, when I needed a doctor and social workers and medicine the most,
Hmm.
everything fell through the cracks.
Wow. They're hanging tight to me. I have to go to Northrop General Hospital for my
Yeah,
injections. I have to
yeah.
see the doctor, my doctor, Dr. Weinstein,
Oh
uh,
no.
every 4 weeks.
Yeah, it sounds like the director from TV.
Yeah.
Is does it H, is it? Dr. H.
Dr. Weinstein, I used to call him Dr. Shitstein into his face.
Good one. Oh man.
Yeah, well, those are the old days. I was very nervous. I
Yeah.
knew, I knew this stuff was doing me harm, was gonna do me harm. And I was trying to relay the message to them that, this is not the way to go. I don't want you to take this route. I would behave normally, and they would say, "Oh, the medicine is helping. We should keep on course." And
Sure.
I would start going like this to them, and they would say, "Oh, we have to increase your dose."
Oh yeah, exactly. That small thing.
It was between increasing and maintaining that I had to choose. So I chose maintaining. That's what
Oh,
happened to me. They
yeah.
forced me, they really manipulated me and forced me into this position of having to receive medication that I do not appreciate, that I do not need.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they do it to everybody. You can think back and see those signs too. When you behave according to their narrative, the way they want you to behave, they say, "Oh, the medicine is working." As soon as
It's
they put
true.
you, yeah,
It's true.
yeah, and as soon as you start deviating from the normal a little bit,
Yeah.
they say, "Oh, we have to give you another med or combine it with this or increase
Or
your dose." Yeah,
yeah, or put you in a lockup ICU room. It's like
yeah,
a jail
exactly.
cell in the hospital.
Yeah,
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 for a week
exactly.
or a month.
It's terrible. It's terrible. They're doing our society a huge disservice. Yeah.
Yeah. Before it used to be 1 in 100 had schizophrenia. Then they said with Bell Mental Health, every year in May or whatever. They said it's 1 in 10, and now
Yeah,
I'm talking to the CMHA, Mental Health Association of Canada. They're saying it's 1 in 4,
yeah.
25% mental health.
Everybody has
Yeah,
mental
pretty much
health.
either physical, mental, or a combination these days.
I was in Northcote General Hospital, and
Of course.
one of the nurses, after she asked me, "Do you hear voices or not?" I said, "Of course I hear voices. Everybody hears voices." You know
Yeah,
what
your own.
you know what she says? She says, "We can grab anybody that we wish and bring him here to your put in a similar place that you are in. Doesn't matter."
Wow.
You know, outright threat, of
Yeah.
imprisonment.
But it's funny because one time I saw somebody get released within 2 days, and
Sure,
he was in
sure.
oh, and you know what the doctor said and the pharmacist? They said we can't help him because the pharmacist said if we keep giving him injections every 2 to 4 hours, he'll die. They kept
That's
paying him
interesting.
screaming for 24 to 48
He
hours.
must have been a strong ox of some sort.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And when they
Yeah,
released him, he was calm as a dove. He had his
yeah.
battles. He said, thank you. And he left and took off.
Yeah, sure. If you say thank you, they will let you go.
Yeah. This is after they released him. He didn't,
Go.
but when you're locked up in the hospital, you feel bad. When you get
Ah,
released to the public, you feel good.
I got you.
Nobody wants to be like forcibly injected or strapped down to a bed or locked into a room for a week straight, and then they increase the appetite and you're starving all the time. That increases emotional problems too, and maybe psychological.
Yeah. Dave, you got to become my permanent co-host.
Sure, let's.
Yeah, this is
I'll
awesome.
become a regular for sure, buddy.
Yeah, so thank
You
you,
got it,
buddy.
Brian. Anytime. Thanks for inviting me on your show.
No problem, sir.
I know we've been talking about it for a while now, so finally we got it to come to fruition.
Yeah, finally, after a little bit of negotiation
Yeah,
off
or-
scene, we agreed to come on.
yeah, the
Uh,
power of suggestion. Yeah, that's good stuff, mate.
See, my jaw, even my jaw shakes. Yesterday, after getting the injection,
The joint.
my whole body was shaking.
Yeah, sometimes when I get a bit excited, my fingers
Yeah,
and my hands
yeah,
pull.
yeah.
I feel my face trembling when I get nervous.
Are you on Cogentin right now? The
No, it's
side
copicable.
effect,
Oh,
for the side effects. What are you
does
taking for
does
side
does,
effects?
does nothing? But does cogentin prevent weight, appetite, and weight gain and weight appetite increase?
No,
Because they suggest.
I don't notice anything. I mean, I prayed
Oh man,
for therapeutic effects to come through, but side
right.
effects to stay out. That's my prayer
But
for.
side effects aren't that bad. The only problem I have is increased appetite, weight gain, and the doctor said it doesn't slow the metabolism down, but I am
Mm.
because don't have the energy to go out and exercise, go to work, play hobbies, nothing. So I only get out once or twice a week, whereas before the medicine, I'd have energy whether I'm inside or out. I wouldn't feel nervous about not doing anything.
Dave, everything is individual, everything in life, the way you're surrounded by angels and God and all the
Yeah,
entities,
right.
your family, your friends, everybody's surroundings is different.
Pardon me. Yeah, you're right. You know what? No matter how bad things get on the meds, like we're supposed to, or off them if we're not supposed to, no matter how bad they get with any side effect, you're right. We have angels, we have God, we have family, we have good friends.
Yeah.
So even if I do put on like say 50 pounds again, it's not a big deal because I know the doctors are good. They'll give me something to lose the weight again. And then it's good again. It's up and down, right?
Yeah. You can
Nothing
count
to
on
worry
my
about.
prayer too. You can count on my
Yeah,
prayer too. Plug into it. Every once
yeah.
in a while, listen to it. It's on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay. Yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
can link with me and if I didn't subscribe already, I'm gonna double check that.
Sure. That would be nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I love those things. They're like meditation, prayers, mindfulness, centeredness, helpful, goodness.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy, let's say goodbye.
Okay, thank you so much, Brian.
Take
See
care
you
of
again.
yourself. Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.